Alright, now we're finally ready to input our pallet schedule into the database. So using the information that I got from the field, I can go into Revit, having my database open, hit this unit sequence button, and up here on the top are all the units in this project that are unassigned, they're not sequenced, and then everything down here is sequenced. So pretending like my pallet schedule started down here, I would drop in a first release. Usually I only do the first release. I'll start a pallet, pallet 1. I'd have to rename this if the field had a different name for it. And then hit the plus button here, and that activates a command in Revit. So then I can sequentially click on the units in order, and as I do, they get moved from the top area up here to the sequence down here. And then I'd have to hit P for a new pallet. Oh, put it in the wrong spot. And then continue. So it's basically just clicking each unit as you go and creating pallets. Once you're done with that, you need to divide this. You have to correct any mistakes that you find. So sometimes the field, you can even see it on this PDF. Pallet should never have more than 6 units on it, and this one has 7. So I'd have to correct this by adding another pallet in here, maybe change this into a pallet of 4 and then a pallet of 3, and call it like P452A, something like that. But they still have to remain in the same sequence. So you'd have to correct any mistakes like that. Once you're completely done and satisfied, you can hit these little divide buttons on the release. So normally I have everything under one release. I can hit this divide button, and based on the shop pacing information that I got from Steve, I can put in the number of units that I want per release, and it will divide this pallet schedule up so that there is that many number of units per day, and then that would get me, if I did the math right, would get me the right number of weeks for this whole pallet schedule. Once that's done, I have to re-UPD this database. That puts all that pallet information back into the drawing. I have to hit save here too to save the pallet schedule itself. And then once that's all done, I need to print out the pallet key sheets again. This time it will show the actual pallet numbers like this one does. It'll show the actual pallet numbers that I put things under, and the week and their day. And this goes in the field folder, and it's called Pallet Keys. And that's used by the entire team so that they know the order of fabrication and the order of installation for the entire project. That's it. Thank you.